are tuned into the video game pharmacy.
Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, knowledge, and know-how. Wow, 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 wow.
Okay.
I'm Scott.
That'll work.
That's Brittin.
Hey, guys.
And Zach still isn't here.
Zach, come on, man.
Bruh.
I think he's just, he's pulling a big joke. He's going to walk through that door in a second. Say,
Wow.
Guys.
You want to know?
Funny one, huh?
Want to know who I remember who used to do that all the time?
Let's not.
Okay.
Let's not.
I thought it was a funny joke.
We can both smile and nod.
Yeah?
And be in on the joke.
Okay.
And just leave it right there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Hey.
Cool. Hey, what's up?
What have you been up to this week? There was something you kind of did that I feel like is pretty impressive.
I finished Fire Emblem.
Tell me about it.
It was great.
But no spoilers.
Loved it. That's impossible.
Give me your best non-spoiler review.
Wow. Okay. So, have you ever said this when you're talking about a video game?
Maybe.
I would like to go to bed.
Yeah.
I know I need to go to sleep and get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
But I just need to teach one more seminar. And I need to get some one-on-one time with my students.
Yeah. I've actually thought about that every day before I go to bed.
To improve their skills a little more so
Yeah.
that maybe they could take that certification exam and class up. That's it. That's what Fire Emblem is all about.
That was a lot.
It's at
That
least
was a lot to go on.
It's at least 60% school sim, and for some reason, it's so compelling and so much fun.
Yeah.
The combat is cool. The battles are cool, but I am so into
I love
the
teaching
school
people.
stuff. It's
Look,
great.
Maybe that's your calling. Maybe you're supposed to be a teacher.
Let's not get carried away.
But of like
here.
modern war. Yeah. You're like Aerith.
I don't know
Ares.
anything about modern war.
Ares?
I know stuff
No, it's not Ares.
about medieval war.
You're like Mars. You're like the god of war, Mars.
It is Ares. You were right. The first
Was
time.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good job.
Mars is the god of war in Dota, so
Okay.
that one I just knew for sure.
Okay.
I thought it was Kratos.
It's probably Greek, Roman, something like that.
What about Kratos?
Kratos became the god of war after he killed Ares. Spoilers.
Whoa, whoa!
For God of War 1, circa 2003.
It might be.
Something like that.
Hey,
Yeah. So I'm not too worried about it.
I have a question
You
for
should keep playing that game. Are you still playing it?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Good.
I just haven't. I'll probably do it today. I'm off today, so
Yeah.
I'm going to just kind of chill at home and play
Yeah.
some Vigi games.
Cool.
and
You should
maybe I'll
stream it. Yeah, that was good. It took
That
me,
was the plan.
Took me about 45 hours to get through.
45. That's a...
Somehow I managed to do that in 2 weeks.
Did you do like everything in the game? Did you do like all the side
A
quests
lot.
and stuff?
A lot. Not 100%. It's interesting. The whole game is kind of wrapped around this calendar. And each week you have things that you can do on certain days on this calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Like on Monday you start your classes. On Saturday you pick a weekend activity to do.
Mm-hmm.
And on the weekends you can only pick one of 4 different things to do.
Yeah.
So depending on what you pick, you're going to spend your time that weekend doing that thing.
I love how it gives you
can't
a
do it all.
percentage, by the way. It
Yeah.
gives you a percentage of how many players picked what.
Right. If you're playing online, it tells you what most people did that given weekend, which doesn't really mean much.
Who picks a battle? Like, who honestly
for a while,
seeks
that's all
that?
I was doing because there's not a lot of battling in the game. Oddly enough, there's a decent amount, but it's a strategy game, and half of the game is not that. So sometimes you'll just feel like I need to fight some battles. So a couple weekends in a row, you'll do battles. And then toward the end of the game, I started doing seminars, and I didn't realize earlier on that is the absolute best way to level up the skills of your characters.
I love how every individual person, like, if you start to teach them something for long enough, they'll want to specialize in it.
Yeah.
So, like...
They'll come up to your desk and say, hey, I've been thinking, this whole sword thing's okay and all, but
I want to be
if I start learning how to ride a horse, I could and use a lance, I could be a paladin someday.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes or no?
One of the girls on...
Sorry, student, you're going to do what I tell you.
One of the girls... that's a part of my team. She's like, I want to be a sniper.
Yeah, so you should let her, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do you have anybody specializing in bows yet?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She is. I'm teaching her
Got
bows.
it.
But I I like the kind of range combat of the game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
And the sniper class specifically, I think that's a master. No, it's an advanced class.
Cool.
When you hit that class, they can shoot from further away, which is nice.
Yeah.
For a long time, it's just one space away.
Yeah.
But eventually, when you specialize, when you learn new skills, you can start shooting from way further away, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey,
changes combat dramatically.
I have a question about the game.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Who'd you make Sweet Sweet Coitus to?
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay. We'll talk about that after the show.
Well, it's a spoiler to tell you, to even answer that
then
question.
Don't tell me.
So I won't.
Don't tell me about your coitus.
No.
Yeah, don't tell me about your coitus. I don't want to know.
Can't go there.
Cool.
Sorry.
Can you have kids?
And it's not even
grow
about
up into the
it's
school?
not even about my reservations about answering the question.
Yeah.
I just can't and not spoil things for you.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Hey, that's fair.
yeah.
You can tell me about the sweet, sweet coitus you gave.
All I'm
later.
going to say is you have to wait a long time to find out the answer to that question.
To give coitus or to
Just
oh.
Just
Do you want me to stop saying coitus?
I appreciate that you're at least trying to use a mellow word here,
Yeah.
but
Isn't that
if you say it
out?
100 times, it loses its effect,
Fair
or
enough.
it gains an effect. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But
Straight coitus.
hey, could you just
with
cut it
someone.
out?
Yeah, of course.
hey, you know what?
Hey.
Before we get too much deeper,
Yeah.
I had a question last week.
Yeah, you did. I
you
was
remember
actually
that?
just about to ask you what the question was,
Okay.
but I don't remember.
Okay. So you clearly haven't put any thought into this question, trying to figure out the answer.
Nope.
Cool. My question was, Nintendo just announced this year that they're going to do an event of their own.
Yeah.
They're going to host an event in Japan.
Yeah.
And they used to do one back in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
asked you
okay,
what that event was called.
Now I remember, yeah. Why would I do research on the question? That would be giving me the answer.
Right, I know. And you did already give me your spur-of-the-moment answer last week. I
Yeah.
don't remember what you said.
I think I said like Nintendo Land World or something, 2020.
You got one word right in there.
Was it Nintendo?
It wasn't Nintendo.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
Land?
No.
World?
No. Not even Nintendo. No, none of that was right. Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. It was World.
I was like, those are the three words I
It was
said.
World. World was the one.
World.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was called Space World.
Oh.
You ever heard of Space World before?
I remember Space World.
It was hosted by Nintendo from 1989 to 2001.
Wow.
And they unveiled things there. They showed off games. It was a little trade event of their own. Even though they were attending E3 throughout half of that time, they still had their own little event.
That's some riveting stuff.
Isn't it, though? Space World. Where the heck does that name come from?
Space.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd never put two and two together.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of is in the name. It's really weird.
I'm on the wiki page. I'm just trying to get a quick glance at anything to do with that, and there's nothing. I don't know why it's called Space World. It's bizarre.
Because they were feeling space. And you want to know who else?
They're spacing out.
I'm in space.
Okay. Cool.
in space.
Can I join you?
Huh?
In space.
No.
Okay. You're just
There's
gonna go by yourself?
There's only room for the one of us.
Rude.
Yeah.
Thought we had something going. Never mind.
Okay.
It's all good.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Where do we go?
Who knows?
Where are we and where are we going? There's actually some news this week.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about news, or tell me what you've been doing this week, because you asked me already.
What have I been doing this week?
Yeah, I know you got a new toy.
I did.
Are you interested in mentioning that?
I did get a new toy.
It's pretty cool. I just saw it.
It's called a one wheel.
Yeah.
It's right in front of us.
Uh-huh.
It's got a big old tire on it.
That's a big tire.
Yeah.
That's like maybe the front of a wheelbarrow tire, I would say.
You were asking where all the like electronic components are? In the wheel.
Are they?
Yes.
Yeah, because the deck, there's not much to it.
No. So the deck, the back part is, I believe, just a part of it, like just wood and grip. Mm-hmm. The front part's the battery, and then inside the wheel is all of the electronics.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you got a helmet, which is good.
And
Good
of
job.
course,
Did
yeah.
you already have that, or did you buy it when you got this thing?
No, I've had that for a while.
Cool.
Yeah. When I used to longboard back in the day.
Oh, longboarding. Got it.
I had it.
This is like advanced longboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is exactly that.
That's
It
cool.
is advanced longboarding with a sprinkle of snowboarding in it.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a balance game, that's for sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's meant to keep your balance because when you go up on it, you're gonna just stand up straight, and then it'll keep your balance. But you have to also keep your balance on it because any slight movement just feels weird.
I bet.
And your body wants to catch itself.
Yeah.
So I've already hurt myself with it.
Just a little, though,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Well-
that was like the day you got it.
Yeah, the day I got it, because like the front part has two sensors on it.
Yeah.
And if your foot doesn't get taken off of it, it'll just keep going forward.
Oh, okay.
So like you have to lift half of your foot off of the thing because there's a line in in the middle of it. You have to lift your foot above one of those sensors, and it'll turn off. And it'll just drop down like it is sitting right now.
Okay.
It's
high tech, man.
You don't do that and you lose your balance, what will happen is naturally your back foot, which isn't on the sensors, will naturally come off of it to catch yourself.
Makes sense.
And because your front foot is still on both sensors, it's still on. So because you have no weight in the back, your front foot is just going to push it forward. So it'll just spread your legs, just like
terrible,
gangle you.
Ow.
It'll go forward so fast that you can't really stop it. And because the top of the wheel is exposed, it'll just dig into your ankles, which is what happened to me.
That sounds delightful.
It dug right into my ankle.
Have you recovered?
I mean, it's still a little painful, but
experience?
I'm not going to cry about it.
Okay.
It was whatever. Okay. But, I mean, realistically, it's definitely a learning process, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks cool, man.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
I'm glad you're digging it.
Do you want to try it later? Maybe just standing on it.
I'm uncoordinated.
That's okay.
My buddies used to skateboard when I was younger.
Yeah.
And they were like, just hop on, just try it for a second.
Yeah.
And I'd stand on it for half a second and it would shoot straight out from under me and I'd fall on my back. No fun.
I think you'd be fine on this.
Do you?
Yeah. We'll give it a shot after if you're feeling it.
If I'm holding on to something.
If you're really feeling it. You can hold on to me.
How do you not go really fast? Because that thing can cruise.
So there's different... So all of it's app-based.
Right.
And on the app, when it's on, you're able to basically choose specific ways you want to go. So
that's cool.
You can have it go what's known as like aggressive. So essentially what it'll do, it'll be very, very responsive to anything you do to it.
Yep.
Or you can do it a lot more casual. So like when you turn and stuff, it won't just like turn on a dime.
Right.
You kind of got to lean into it a little bit more. Okay. So it gives you a little more control.
Got it.
But it's all app-based. You can control it all right from your phone. Right now I have it on like the kind of just cruising setting.
Yeah.
So if I get up to a certain speed on it, it'll naturally just start to slow down.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the speed I have it set on my phone.
That's cool.
But if I was to just crank it up, then I would just shoot off like a rocket because that thing can go up to 20 miles an hour.
That's insane, man.
I know. Yep. So that's what I've been doing.
That's
I've
cool.
been playing on that.
Congratulations.
I've also been playing a little Fire Emblem, but mainly Overwatch.
Oh, yeah?
222 came out.
Yeah, that's
Sigma
right.
came out this week.
Okay.
And me and Zach have been going ham.
Yeah?
We went ham yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, we played for like 4 hours.
Wow.
It was great.
That's
it was
hardcore.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We met some pub players, added them to our group. They were super cool. Adam and his friends. Got Brooks on. Killian was playing his comp games because he has to place so we can play together.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on Killian right now.
Wait, did Zach get a PC?
He's playing on his laptop.
Got it.
Yeah, he's playing on put-in settings, but yeah.
Poor Zach. Yeah, he's got to get something.
I might clean off my old
decent.
desktop and just give it to him, but
yeah. That just takes effort. I know what you mean. You're like,
I don't really want to
I don't mind him using it, but I just don't want to take the time to do it.
Yeah.
Because it would be a hassle.
I have to open it up and honestly clean it. It's pretty gross inside my old computer. I need to dust off my new computer too. It's getting pretty dusty inside there. Yeah. Luckily, it's a lot easier to get the front of the case off on my new one than my old one. On my old one, I have to unscrew a bunch of screws and like pop off the side of it.
Oh, yeah.
But my new computer, I have like a plexiglass. So I can just unscrew 2 little screws. It opens up like a door.
Yeah. Your one probably is all nicely filtered too, so it doesn't get all dirty inside.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. But it's just natural like falling dust.
If there's cats around, there's gonna there's going to be problems.
So my old computer used to sit on my floor. And I had a dog where I used to live.
Yeah.
And holy crap, that thing was absolutely just filled.
There was like a whole second
dust.
Dog inside that thing eventually.
That thing was gross.
Yeah.
So I learned from my mistake and I put my computer on a flat hardwood surface.
That's not a bad idea.
So
yeah,
it's actually so it's like instead of being on the ground, it's on. My desk is like a U shape.
Okay.
So on my right hand side, it's sitting right on my desk.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Hey, I don't mean to just go off on a tangent.
This is fun.
My bad.
No, all good, dude.
Okay, cool. But yeah, Overwatch has been fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I need to clean up my computer.
Were you playing ranked? Are you like ranking up?
Yeah.
Where you at?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, that's fine. You don't have to tell me.
Not
like, that it would mean anything to me anyway.
I'm at like mid bronze right now, which is pretty sad because that's where I keep placing. But because I've been winning a ton more because I've been playing with people I can communicate with.
Okay.
Like playing with 222, your communication is a lot better.
Yeah.
My first 3 games I had, because each rank is separated by DPS, support, tank. Mm-hmm. And so you have to play 5 placement matches to get a rank in each of those.
Okay.
And when it first dropped, I was just playing by myself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My first game, I had someone who disconnected. My second game, I had a feeder. And my third game, I just had someone who just wasn't playing at all.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
It made me feel super degrading, and I just rage quit super hard. I was like, this is stupid. But then I played the rest of my ranked games the next day. Yeah. And I had 2 draws and 2 wins. Okay. And I still placed in low bronze. Oh, I'm so sick of their ranking system. It's garbage.
Well,
Zach plays silver. And he's never played on PC before.
Huh, he's a natural.
So they can't even take into account his old account.
Can he not use the same account?
No, unfortunately not. They don't have crossplay right now, which is really dumb.
That's weird, yeah. You should be able to log in with the same info.
You should be able to.
Oh, well.
But such is life.
Hey, I got some game news for you.
Hey, hit me with your game news.
Do you want some game news?
I do.
We're going to start really exciting, and we're going to talk about No Man's Sky.
I was just about to say, dude. Yeah. Oh, man, I wish Torsten was here.
Do you know
about this.
I was just going to say, do you know anyone that still plays this game? Torsten's playing, huh? He's been on the show before.
One of our other friends, Andrew's playing. I'm probably going to hop on here in a little bit.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So you may have heard a little bit from them about this new update that just released.
A little bit,
really quick, I'll run through the details, and you can tell me any feedback you've gotten from these guys that are actually playing it.
As the Goo Goo Doll said, hit me with your best shot.
Is that a new meme?
That is.
Oh, no.
Do you like that?
Reoccurring?
Yeah, you like that?
Great. Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you.
I thought you would appreciate that.
So, No Man's Sky Beyond, the new update, just came out this week. Do you realize this game's already 3 years old?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Do you realize that the old creators of the game no longer work on it?
No, that's not true. Sean Murray's all over this.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's the OG, man.
He's
been on it the whole time.
Is he the one who lied to everyone when the game released?
I still think there was a lot of pressure from Sony, and that he was kind of forced into some of those situations. But you're right. He didn't have to straight up tell things about the game that were not true.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
You know what's funny? At this point, a lot of those answers he gave back then are true, but it took a couple years to get to this point.
I will say,
it took some updates.
I'm very happy, and I'm very proud of them for doing it all free. So this update was free.
Yep.
The last big update that really overhauled the game that made it what it is today, free.
Okay.
So, and these aren't small little things. These are massive things.
Here's what's in it.
Yeah, hit me with it.
So, full VR support.
Yep.
You can play the entire game in VR.
That's not the massive thing I was talking about, but that is pretty cool.
There's like 3 pillars of new content in this. So that's one of them. That's one of the big things. You can play with non-VR players too, which I don't know. Sometimes you have to like dice up your user base a little bit when there's different inputs. But somebody playing on VR can play the entire game with other people, no problem. They did a lot to multiplayer, which they did add some pretty decent multiplayer, I guess, in the last update, maybe a year ago.
They added a ton, but you're actually able to play with people.
Yeah, which you couldn't at first. Nope. They said you could and you couldn't. They've worked on that. They've tooled it a bit, and they created this place called the Nexus.
Yeah.
It's like a space station, and you'll randomly encounter people there. 16 to 32 players can populate this place. You'll see friends there. You'll see random people there. And from there, you could
do that before, just so you know.
The Nexus is new.
No, I know the Nexus is new, but I'm saying you could go to the space stations and see people like land in them and see.
I guess this is kind of a way to push people into the same location.
Yes.
So you'll be forced to run into each other rather than randomly encountering each other.
Yeah.
So from there, you can form groups and go out and do missions and stuff like that. And you can also go straight to other people's planets, ships, check out their creations and see what they have going on in their unique worlds. And that's about it for the multiplayer stuff. So it sounds like they've just kind of created a way for people to run into each other more often instead of just randomly.
Which I can tell you is very difficult in that game.
It's a big game, right?
It's like, to put in perspective, think of the biggest thing you can possibly think of.
The universe.
Multiply it by 4,200.
That's ridiculous.
And
you mean the biggest video game I can think of?
The biggest thing you've ever seen in your life. multiply it by 4200, zoom out a lot, and then try zooming into the center of it, and you'll never make it.
I don't know, man. Haven't people made it to the center of the universe?
Yeah,
Isn't that the goal of this game? What's there?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can tell you that I'm not close to it from where I'm at.
Interesting.
I'm very far away.
Yeah.
Extremely far away, if you will.
Yeah. Okay.
It's crazy.
I will.
Okay.
It sounds crazy.
You want to play?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
This game just never really appealed to me for whatever reason.
Hey,
and then this is the 2.0 update, so it's like an official next version, and they added. I didn't dig into this. They added over 250 smaller tweaks and updates and upgrades.
They added a bigger inventory.
So what?
250 to 10,000.
Is that the big thing you're talking about?
That's one of the big things.
Okay.
What do you mean?
You must know of other. You said there was some big thing they changed in this update.
Yeah, inventory is a really big one. I can tell you that I've filled up my backpack so many times, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world.
Well, I mean, sometimes that's by design. Like in Skyrim, weight allowance is a huge part of the game.
I want to be able to carry a planet on my back and have no repercussions.
Is that so much to ask?
Yeah. Look, maybe I have an anti-gravity bag that when I throw things in it, it disappears. And I guess it'd be a void, not anti-gravity. I want a void bag to where I throw things in it and it goes to a different dimension and weight means nothing.
So in EverQuest, you could get typical bags like backpacks and stuff like that.
Bottomless bags.
And the weight just added up. But magicians, the magician class, could summon a bag.
Yeah.
It only worked while you were online. As soon as you logged off, the bag would disappear. So you had to make sure there was nothing in it that was valuable before you logged off. But anything you put in it had... No, it doesn't.
Oh, weird.
It's called... What did they call that? I think they called it no rent. It was a tag on the item, and you knew when you logged off, that item would disappear because it was summoned. It was temporary.
Yeah.
So anything you put in that bag had no weight. So if you were going to go like farm certain enemies that dropped weapons that weighed a lot, but you were going to take back and sell, you could just have a magician summon you a bunch of bags, and nothing you picked up and put in them would weigh anything.
Wow.
It's kind of great.
Riveting.
Oh, man, I love me some EverQuest.
Hey, do you want to play?
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I don't have my PC set up.
Don't worry, I'm sure you can play it on anything.
It's in a box. Well, I don't have... I guess I have my laptop.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to play
How
EverQuest.
old is the game? I'm sure it can really run on anything nowadays.
EverQuest came out in 1999.
Yeah.
But there's been close to...
people are still playing it?
Of course. There's been close to 30 expansion packs for that game. 30 boxed, on-the-shelf expansion packs for that game.
I've never seen a single box on the shelf for EverQuest.
Well, there's no boxes for PC games on the shelf anymore. But over the years, they released that many expansions. That's like... more than one a year.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Do you think
how much content they pumped out for that game?
Do you think people still like raiding? Is raiding
Of course, 100%.
Are you serious?
More people play EverQuest than play EverQuest 2.
Why is that?
Because it's a much better game.
Oh, okay.
EverQuest 2 it changed so much about the formula of EverQuest that made it great.
Can I be honest with you?
Well, yeah, sure.
EverQuest 2 is the first MMO I ever played.
You played EverQuest 2?
I played it at like a friend's house.
Okay, so if any of your judgment toward EverQuest 1 is formed on your opinions about EverQuest 2, then just wash those all out of your mind.
I have no opinions
It's a completely
about
different game
at all.
The only carryovers were like the classes themselves and lore and stuff like that, but everything mechanically, world, like the layout of the world, the maps, everything was different in EverQuest 2. I don't know what caused them to do that.
Why'd they make a sequel?
I don't know, man. There's probably a cool story there, but I remember before it came out, there was like trailers for it in movie theaters for EverQuest 2.
Wolf.
And I could not wait to get my hands on it. And then when it came out, not only was it not that fun to play because they changed so much of the core of what made EverQuest great, it didn't run well at all. You needed like an absolute top of the line PC to run it on even like medium settings.
That's funny.
And that hurt because we were rearing up ready to play this game, and then we put it on our not great older PCs, and it just chugged.
Yeah.
So you had to crank everything
Your
down to
old
nothing,
white box
and it was
PC.
still all framey.
White box PC
I don't
with
know
a
what
white
that
box.
is.
What, really?
White box. You mean like the beige, the graying off-white kind of thing?
The graying off-white PC that we all had.
I don't know if I had one of those at the time. I started pretty early on getting snazzy with my PC case.
Ooh, wow.
Putting lights on it, and the clear window on the side and stuff.
Dang, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were such a PC gamer.
This was before all these companies like iBuyPower and stuff were manufacturing gamer PCs with all these flourishes and bells and whistles.
You had to know where to get the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I used to drive
back in the day
like 45 minutes to this little hole-in-the-wall shop a couple towns over to buy PC components
Is it
because
still
there was
open?
nothing closer. No way.
Look, I don't know.
There's no
maybe
way.
Maybe it is.
I mean, maybe, but
Do you want to go check?
I'd be absolutely shocked.
Yo, let's go
I can
check.
just Google it. I remember the name of the place.
No, I want to go check.
Okay, let's drive over there.
I hope you're serious because I will go with you today.
There's nothing there.
You don't know that.
Dude, it was in a strip mall, and you know
Was
how
it the
strip malls
B&I?
are.
Is it the B&I?
No, it was in Auburn.
Oh,
No,
in Auburn?
Federal Way.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it was a little ways away.
I thought it was in the B&I. I was like, we're really close.
I'm
Let's go.
definitely not going to the B.
You don't like going to the B&I?
Place is terrifying.
Why?
I have great memories of it from when I was a kid, but it's terrifying.
Yeah, it is pretty scary.
It's like this.
It feels
you
like a
explain
crack
what
house.
it is. It's like a weird shopping, like an indoor strip mall kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then there was also a department store inside of it. There's a carousel in it.
Yeah.
There was
There's
a pet store,
pet stores.
huge pet store. In
Yeah,
it.
there's like a bunch of different Goodwill-esque stores.
When I was a kid, tell me if you
Back
remember this,
in my
Scott.
day.
You wouldn't remember this. When I was a kid, there was a gorilla there. Ivan the
like
gorilla.
an actual gorilla?
Yes. He
Wait,
li- he
like a
lived there.
live gorilla?
Yes.
What?
Yes, he lived there in a horribly tragic, sad, tiny enclosure. They just had a live gorilla there. His name was Ivan.
What an odd thing.
And if you go to the Point Defiance Zoo, which is here in Tacoma, there's a statue of him commemorating him because we all realize now how horrible it was that they had a gorilla living in a shopping center for people's entertainment. And I don't know how his story ended, unfortunately. It's
What
probably
the
tragic.
heck, dude?
But yeah, now he's commemorated at the local zoo.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
I had no idea.
Yeah, I know. So he was there in the 80s, maybe early 90s.
Yeah, I wasn't
I don't
even
know
a
what
thought
prompted
yet.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what prompted him not being there anymore, but
He
at some
died.
point, people
That's what
realize this
happened.
is horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
I had no idea.
You just got some local history education.
It doesn't help that the B&I is also in like a pretty sketchy part of Tacoma too. So you feel like you're about to go into a drug deal whenever you like enter the building.
Yeah.
You're like,
I
well,
don't like going there.
today's
for sure.
the day I'm gonna get poked by a needle.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It did have a different feel back then, but
It
it was
did.
never like a clean, welcoming place.
No, it's still not.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still fun to go to though.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
I don't know.
They have pretty cool like gaming
I'll take your word
stores
for
there.
it. Oh yeah, they used to have an arcade too.
Yeah.
A full-on arcade.
I don't know if they still have that, but I know they have like some Vigi game place.
if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, let's.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
We always
But
get
I
here.
like
we were
it.
talking about No Man's Sky, remember?
Yeah. Are we
Yeah.
done with No Man's Sky?
Yeah. Well,
Okay. All right. Let's talk about something else then.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm going to keep going with the game stuff, and then we'll
let's
move
go.
on to some other
Let's hit
junk.
me with it.
Are you familiar with Minecraft, Scott?
Never heard of it.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Super Duper graphics pack?
Never heard of it.
Okay.
That one I actually haven't heard of. No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, interesting. About 2 years ago, I can't remember what the event was.
Yeah.
It says June of 2017. They announced a graphical update, a massive graphical update for Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to change the lighting and shadows and all this other stuff. In fact, I went to this page that's still live that talks about it. Here's the quote they have on there. This optional DLC pack is crammed full of excessive visual razzmatazz. Light will filter in shimmering rays through cotton clouds, dappling the ground beneath fluttering foliage and sparkling on the rippling waters. We have dynamic shadows, directional lighting, edge highlighting, probably loads of other kinds of lighting I don't understand. That was all a direct quote. I wasn't taking any poetic license there.
The games are about bricks.
I know,
and
it's crazy,
mining
right?
things.
But if you ever saw a trailer of this, it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
And it seemed like a neat way to modernize a game that had a very, very basic visual style to it. Anyway, Mojang just announced they canceled it. After 2 years of it being in development and us wondering when it was going to come out, they just
heck?
canceled it.
Why?
So it's no longer coming. This is from a blog post on the Minecraft website. They say, we realize this is disappointing to some of you. There was a lot of enthusiasm for Super Duper from inside and outside the studio. But unfortunately, we aren't happy with how the pack performed across devices. For this reason, we're stopping development on the pack and looking to other ways for you to experience Minecraft with a new look.
Wow, that's dumb.
Isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
they spent a ton of time and effort and resources on it, and then they just cancel it.
And they're just like, nah.
My guess is the fact that it's on mobile and Switch and pretty much every device out there, and they wanted to make this an across-the-board update.
Oh, that's...
They probably ran into technical limitations on some of those lesser platforms.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, though. Like, why not just roll it out on Xbox One and PS4, maybe Switch. I don't know where they got to on that with the performance, but don't just scrap it altogether.
For real.
I'm not mad about it because I don't really care about Minecraft, but it's just crazy to me when big ambitious projects that they spend so much time and money on get canceled like that. And some people are probably disappointed. Although the really diehard Minecraft fans probably always looked at it as like a novelty. Mm-hmm. They're like, this game is everything it needs to be. We don't need this. But as an outsider who looks at that game and it's just so chunky and so blocky, that's designed with that in mind.
Fun fact.
I look at it and I'm like, it could really use something like this. It needs to be modernized.
Fun fact. I remember, so I used to play Minecraft back in the Disney.
Yeah, okay.
And I played back in alpha.
Yeah.
Like back in like 1.2 alpha.
Uh-huh.
So I've been playing this game since I don't play it anymore.
Well, there was nothing to do back then.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Like the most you could do, like the most intricate thing you could do, I think, was place a sign and put text on it.
Okay.
Like you could mine things and stuff like that, obviously, but there wasn't much to it.
Make a little house. The creepers would show up.
Yep.
You go in it at
Blow
night.
it up.
Yeah.
You die.
Okay.
Yep. Everyone dies.
So it's evolved a lot, but the graphics aren't going to evolve.
No.
I hope you weren't expecting that.
What, people outside?
No.
Oh.
Are we being watched?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
That's okay.
Okay, cool.
Don't lose your head.
Yeah, I won't. I'm good.
Hey.
That's it for Minecraft.
Okay. Do you want to keep talking about video games?
Of course I do.
Video game
Of
stuff?
course I do. You want some sad news? Bittersweet news. You
Sure.
don't. You have to think this one
Sure.
over.
Hit me with it.
I'll follow it up with some amazing news. How's that sound?
Oh, okay. Yeah, hit me with it.
So the somewhat sad news is Spelunky 2 has been delayed.
I don't really care about that.
It's rude, man.
Don't really care.
You know Spelunky's one of my favorite games.
You want to know who doesn't care about this game?
I can't wait for Spelunky 2.
No one cares about this game.
A lot of people do.
So hit me
I can't back that up with evidence.
Okay,
but
so here's the thing: is why I don't understand is they had a demo of the game at PAX last year.
Yes, I know. They had a couple small portions, small areas of the game.
There's
Here's
not
the
much
thing.
to the game.
Good one, Scott. Dork. That just shows how little you played of Spelunky.
Yes.
I have described Spelunky like this, and likely Spelunky 2, because it's made by the same guy, same idea. It's an onion, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not going all Shrek here on you, but here's how I see it.
Yeah.
The first few times you play run-throughs on Spelunky, you're just kind of running around the outside of the onion.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And you're like, oh, it's a platformer. Cool. I'm going down through the levels of this dungeon, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a platformer.
Onions have layers.
I've got this game all figured out.
Yeah.
And then 20 runs later, you scratch a little deeper and you start to see that there's something beneath the surface.
Uh-huh.
And you can move down to the next layer. You're still in the same areas, but you are finding way more complexity and depth within each one of those areas. New things to do, new things to find, new ways to use items, new ways to avoid obstacles.
Can you talk like Mike Myers real
and
fast?
every time wait, no, I can't. Apparently I can't.
Oh,
I was gonna try, but I can't.
No, keep going.
It's like a Scottish thing.
Uh-huh.
No, not doing it.
Okay.
Anyway, so you just, every time you play, not every time, but every 100 times you play, you dig deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
And
I'm really digging this onion analogy.
getting from the top of the game to the bottom is like 1% of completing that game. There's so much more going on there. And eventually, you're starting to dig into the onion instead of just around the onion to get to the bottom of it. And when you can go straight through it from top to bottom and experience everything, every small detail that has been packed into that game,
Make
then
sure
you
put the word onion there.
Then you are truly experiencing everything Minecraft.
Everything Minecraft?
Everything Spelunky has to offer. So,
okay.
The fact that you played a couple levels where you could hop around and fight some enemies at PAX means nothing, because there are so many optional areas, items, things to pick up, enemies to encounter in that game that still need to be added and tweaked and packed in.
Okay.
These games are insanely complicated.
I'm sorry your favorite game got delayed.
It's fine, because it means it's going to be a better game for it. And I completely trust this developer. Like I said, the same guy is making this that made the original creator. His name's Derek Yu. He took to Twitter, and we haven't heard anything from him in months and months on this game. It was first announced close to a year ago. Yeah. And all he really said, it's coming next year, which would have been 2019. And now we're, we're over halfway through the year and haven't heard anything. And he says this. Hey, Spelunky fans, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get the release of Spelunky 2 out this year. Development is going well, and we're not far off target, but the density and detail of this game is demanding more time. Thank you for your patience. I love how you smirk when you hear density and detail, because again, in your mind, you are dismissing this game as a platformer where you get from point A to point B.
No, the game was just really hard, and I didn't enjoy it.
It's not, though.
It was really hard, and I didn't enjoy it.
When you say hard, though, the mind, it typically goes to like, there's all this stuff flying at me and I can't avoid it.
Yes.
And I need really good reflexes to get through it.
Yes, you do.
That would be you don't. That would be like a Gungeon, for example. That's a completely different kind of roguelike.
That's a bullet hell. That's totally different game.
Okay, but it illustrates my point. It's all about reflexes.
And also Gungeon's way better, but you know.
not even close. Not even close.
I hate that game so much.
No, I've played a lot of Gungeon too. I love it. But it's not even in the same... No. As well. Come on, man.
We'll never get through this conversation. I'm sorry.
So, Gungeon is all about reflexes and timing and being good at the controls. Spelunky is about identifying and dealing with every obstacle that comes your way. You don't have to be Twitch gamer with nimble thumbs to play Spelunky. Gamer? You don't have to be able to do a 360 no scope to get through Spelunky. Okay. Am I speaking your language?
Yeah, that's what I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't need insanely fast reflexes. You just have to get to a point where your eyes are taking in everything on the screen, identifying every possible threat, and knowing exactly how to deal with them as you reach them. There's very few times in that game where you're straight up reacting quickly to what's happening on screen.
Do you want to know something about me?
Fortune favors the prepared.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There was many times where I wanted to throw like a rope, but I'd throw a bomb, and then I'd waste my bombs, and then...
So you're an idiot.
Like that. Yeah. That's
what you're telling.
Basically, I'm a moron.
You pushed the wrong button.
Yeah, I'm a moron. But that's...
That tells me, again, you probably only spent about an hour with this game.
Not even that.
Yeah. Because you learn the controls pretty quick. You could learn what the buttons do pretty quickly.
Here's the thing, is I'm also an absolute, like... I'm... What's a good word to put here? I'm really, really particular when it comes to collectathons. Like, if I see a gold bar or something on screen, I want to collect it.
This game's not about that at all.
But that's how I feel, and that's what I want to do.
Like
I want to save the princess every single floor.
You have to make sacrifices because you only have so many bombs, you only have so many ropes. If you're wasting a rope or a bomb early on to get a gold bar, you're completely wasting that bomb because you'll reach a point.
Not in my eyes.
No, you'll reach a point 6 floors down where you flat out can't progress without that bomb. And if you wasted it to get a gold bar,
or because you're an idiot,
you've just killed your entire run.
Rope.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, you should play it again. It's so good.
I'm not going to. I can't.
You brought up bombs. To give you an example of the complexity that I'm talking about, you can throw a bomb with the A button, right? I'm talking about Switch controls or Nintendo controls. You can throw a bomb with the A button, or you can duck and place a bomb with the A button, or you can duck and place a bomb and then pick it up and move it to somewhere else with a variety of controls. Or you can duck, place a bomb, pick it up, let it cook, wait till it's about to explode, and then throw it and have it blow up on a wall. Like, it doesn't have to be sitting next to the wall. It could be up higher on the wall. You can make an explosion that way.
Wow.
There's 20 different ways you can use a bomb. And on the surface, it seems like such a basic item. I get to blow stuff up with this. But there's a million different ways you can interact with that one item. There's hundreds of items in the game that behave in a huge variety of different ways.
And then you want to know what happens?
Same goes for a rope. There's tons of ways to use a rope.
You throw the bomb in the wall and you hit a shopkeep, and then your run's dead anyways.
Oh, you got to kill the shopkeepers.
Oh, okay.
That's hugely important.
You have to.
Well, I mean, you're not going to have a good run, a serious run without fighting some shopkeepers. And once you kill a shopkeeper, every subsequent floor has an angry shopkeeper guarding the exit.
Are you kidding me?
For the rest of the game.
No, it doesn't.
But you reach a point where you know how to deal with an angry shopkeeper, and then it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. There's just so much complexity here.
Look,
I can't convey to you why it's so compelling to dig into that complexity. You just have to experience it for yourself. But when you understand every one of those potential threats and know how to deal with it as it comes, you'll realize it's a game of mental preparation, not a game of twitch reflexes.
Cool.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a great game.
Anyway,
I want Spelunky 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. That's why I think it was delayed, because there's that level of depth of gameplay going into it. It's an onion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may have the surface of the onion just about ready.
There's layers.
But there's many layers.
Layers of an onion.
See, I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah,
because I would have sounded as dumb as you did. Sick burn. Wow. I'm sorry, man. That was an excellent Shrek.
Well, hey.
Yeah, what's up? More games? So that was kind of a downer.
I
guess. I had fun talking about Spelunky.
You went ham on me and told me about layers.
But there was another game announcement recently.
Oh my
game
gosh.
I sure did not see coming, but I couldn't be more excited for, and I'd like to tell you about it.
Is it Need for Speed Heat?
No, we could talk about that too.
Is it Bubble Bobble?
It's Bubble Bobble.
Gosh dang.
Have you ever played Bubble Bobble?
Yeah, I've played Bubble Bobble.
Are you thinking of Bubble Bobble or Puzzle Bobble?
I'm thinking of Bubble Bobble.
Okay. Where you blow bubbles?
Yes.
You're a little dinosaur?
Yes.
Put the enemies in the bubbles, pop the bubbles, and the enemies go flying? It's the best.
Yeah.
I adore that game.
Talk to me about it.
One of my favorite early co-op games.
Yeah.
It was on NES. I think it was on some other early platforms too, but co-op was not insanely common back then. There was a handful of great co-op experiences like Contra and stuff like that, but really good, deep, interesting co-op was not insanely common, not easy to come by. So Bubble Bobble was an entire game you could play through 2-player, and some of the levels, some of the bosses were designed around 2 people fighting simultaneously. And there were
bosses in that game?
Yeah. And there was strategy involved in, which side you're going to go on, which side I'm going to go on, how we're going to work our way through the level and take out all these enemies. It was great.
This is really showing your age.
There's a new game coming out called Bubble Bobble for Friends, which is the tackiest name. It's fine. This game has always been like an adorable aesthetic, but it's actually a hard game. It's actually pretty tough.
Yeah.
I was able to beat it a handful of times with my good buddy Adam. He lives in Japan. Shout out to Adam.
What's up, Adam?
I don't know if he's ever heard our show.
We'll get you on the podcast.
But I showed him this, and he's totally going to pick it up and play it with me.
Wow.
So it's coming out later this year.
Butt buddies.
No, stop it. It's coming out later this year in Europe.
Yeah.
And it's not coming out till next year in North America and Japan. But it has 4-player co-op this time, which is super cool. In the past, it was just 2-player back on the NES.
Nice.
It's fun, man.
Hey.
You played it? You didn't like it?
Bubble Bobble?
Yeah.
I didn't really care about it.
It also has some of the greatest music in NES history.
Yeah, you also have to remember that when I was born, I played an N64. That was my first console.
Yeah.
So I basically skipped NES and SNES
That's fine.
For the most part.
That's fine.
I played a little Bubble Bobble on like old arcade machines, but that was it.
I mean, tell me a better co-op experience on N64 then.
Co-op?
Mm-hmm. Because that's what we're talking about here.
You put me on the spot,
where you're going to
dude.
sit side by side with a buddy and just nonstop laugh and have fun the entire time you're playing it.
Bomberman?
Bomberman's great. Bomberman 64 was great. That was more of a versus thing. I don't know that there was much co-op there. But
yeah. I'm trying to think of like co-op games on the N64.
I'm telling you, man. Good co-op is nothing to dismiss.
At.
Yeah.
Want to know the last really good co-op game I played?
What?
That wasn't like a competitive game?
Yeah, sure.
Borderlands 2.
Okay.
Great.
But that's 25 years removed from what we're talking about.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, you illustrated my point well then. It's not often that an amazing co-op experience like that comes along.
No, you're right.
Now, I'm not going to say that this new one is going to recapture that because it's been a long time.
It's going to look good though.
It looks all right.
Oh,
I'm not in love with the new art style. I kind of wish they would have gone with like a sprite look, but instead it's like 2.5D. Like most modern side scrollers are.
Yeah, they gotta make it look fancy.
Yeah.
I
don't know. We'll see. It should be cool. If not, I'll be sad, but I can always still go back and play the original.
There you go.
If I need to.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would want to, but
Did you want to talk about Need for Speed at all? It was announced and they showed a trailer. I'm not a huge Need for Speed guy.
I don't really care. If it's not Burnout, I don't really care.
It's based on Miami street racing, I guess. It's called
Basically,
Need for Speed Heat.
Need for Speed is essentially the game version of the Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Probably an apt comparison.
So, and like I said, if it's not Burnout, I don't care. Burnout
I
Paradise.
love me some Burnout.
Yeah, dude, Burnout Paradise was probably one of my favorite games.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So is Burnout 3. I love just crashing cars. Like sometimes you just want to play a game where you just crash cars. And Need for Speed is kind of like that.
Do they have crash mode in Paradise?
Yeah. Well, you can just crash into anything whenever you want, wherever you want.
There was actually a mode designed around crashing in previous Burnout
I
games.
don't think it's in Paradise, but there's something similar to it.
Okay.
You can't bounce 3 times and then make your car explode on command in Paradise.
Oh, man.
But you could in like 3 and 2 and stuff like that. Yeah. But like, Need for Speed kind of got that crashy vibe to it, but I get more of a Forza vibe from it for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't at me.
That's fine. I don't know much about Need for Speed either.
Yeah, it's a racing game.
Wait, start over.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Okay, so it's where you get behind the wheel of a car, you press A or trigger, and you go forward.
Oh.
Fastly.
Quickly?
Fastly.
With a quickness?
No, fastly.
Oh, fastly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you go fastly.
All right. I guess it sounds pretty fun.
God, we're really boring right now.
It's a Mario Kart clone.
Yeah. It's exactly like Mario Kart.
Cool.
Hey, you want to know what time it is, though?
Tell me. Wow. Those are your best yet, man.
Thanks, man.
Good job.
We're going to take that out and clip it into everything.
I'd be fine with using that one in the future. That was solid.
And let me see where it's at.
That was good work.
Got it. Okay.
This is a weird Reggie watch.
Yeah, hit me with it.
So it's a Microsoft Reggie watch.
It's a Microsoft
Did you ever
Reggie
think
watch?
You'd hear such a thing?
It's a
Reggie watch.
Reggie watch?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
That's dumb. That's
well, hey.
So Jeff Keighley was tweeting
his
about
BFF.
Yeah, they're buddies.
They're like this.
They're kind of like that, I guess. Yeah.
No, they are.
No, that's Jeff Keighley and Hideo Kojima.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They're just good buds, Reggie and Jeff.
Yeah, they're like, okay.
So Reggie was tweeting about Gears 5.
Yeah.
Gamescom is coming up, and on opening night of Gamescom, they're going to have some Gears 5 talk, and people are excited about Gears 5. Yeah, whatever.
It looks pretty cool.
So,
you're like, yeah, whatever. Who cares?
It's Gears, whatever. We know what it is. We know what to expect. So Reggie added Jeff after he was tweeting about Gears 5. And he's like, I hope the team shows off the "My body is ready" achievement.
Yeah.
Nice tip of the hat, my friend.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah,
This is the first I had heard of the "My body is ready" achievement. Yeah. And it's a wonderful trivia.
There's achievement.
I love it.
There's an achievement in, I believe it's Gears 3.
Is there?
That I don't remember the exact.
So this has some history.
Yeah, this actually has been in the game before.
Got it.
And it's called the "My Body Is Ready" achievement.
Oh, that's funny.
And it was an absolute nod to Reggie himself.
Of course it is.
I love the fact
he's a legend.
I love the fact that I mean, he's a Nintendo guy.
Yep. And everybody loves him.
And everyone loves him. And it doesn't matter what company you work for. Everyone knows Reggie. Everyone knows the accomplishments he's made.
Yep.
And they're absolutely good enough to put a tribute of him in the game.
It's also cool to see him directly interacting with the other guys. Yeah. Because in the past, I think there's been reasons why he couldn't just reach out to Microsoft and say some stuff, on Twitter or social media.
I'm looking at a photo that was replied by Xbox Game Pass. This is verified.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the actual Xbox Game Pass Twitter account. Okay. And they put a little Gears logo with Reggie's face in it.
That's so nice.
Yeah. And they're like, achievement unlock, a piece in the game and our hearts.
Oh, how nice.
So people love Reggie. It doesn't matter what company you work for.
He could totally don that armor and be a cog.
Dude, what if they put Reggie?
He would be a Gear of War. Why not?
He's absolutely just roided out of his.
You know how when you're
ripped, like
when you're like walking through in Gears, you'll be walking through a base, a cog base, and interacting with random NPCs. I could totally see him standing there in that armor and just guarding the ammo cache or something like that. Oh, it'd be great. He'd fit right in.
That would be really funny.
Now, you want to do a real tribute to Reggie?
Yeah.
Xbox guys, do that. That would be great.
Put him in the game
for sure. Why
himself.
not? Why not?
Cool. Yeah.
Has Reggie ever been in a game? He is going to be the final DLC for Smash, but 100%. Other than that,
yeah, 100%. No, I don't think he's been in a game. Okay. I know he's been referenced plenty.
Yeah.
I love I don't know, I just love some of the things that that he just says. I'm here to kick ass and play games.
You misquoted like his most quotable quote.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm gonna have to go watch that video.
No, that's it.
You're close.
I'm here to kick ass and play video games.
The quote's longer than that. It's more interesting than that. It's more nuanced than that.
Fine. Let me look it up.
You don't have to do it right now.
Nope, I'm doing it.
Do it later.
I'm doing it right now.
I want to tell you about Obstagoon.
Okay.
I got your attention again, didn't I?
with Obstagoon.
I reeled you back in with some Poke Talk.
Is it Poketalk?
Obstagoon. He's the he's one of the new evolutions.
He's the one that looks like Gene Simmons from Kiss.
So I didn't pick up on that right away. Did you? The first time you saw him? He totally looks like Gene Simmons. He's black and white. He's got his tongue hanging out.
Absolutely.
Yep. And a lot of people pointed that out after the reveal. They were all over social media saying, "Hey, look, it's Kiss. It's Gene Simmons."
Yeah.
And Gene Simmons got caught wind of that and weighed in on it.
Oh no.
So he obviously saw the design. He saw this Pokemon that looks just like him, and he was doing an interview with Newsweek, and it came up. And this is the quote from him: "Pokemon has been a part of our household for decades, ever since our kids first discovered them," Simmons said. "And to see Pokemon pay homage to Kiss is flattering."
Yeah. Do you think they actually did, or
I don't know.
Okay.
It could be just a generic kind of coincidence, but if you see the two side by side, you definitely see the similarity.
Yeah.
So
I found the quote, by the way.
Okay, go ahead.
No, finish what you're going to say. But
can you deliver it?
Yeah.
Like Reggie style?
Yeah.
No, that was it. Go ahead.
My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass and taking names, and we're about making games.
Yes. And that was the first time he ever took the stage on Nintendo's behalf.
Yes.
So he left. He came out with a very strong impression.
He didn't even come up with that line. That was like someone else who came up with that line.
It was written for him?
It was written for him, but it was so quotable.
I think I read somewhere he had some reservations about delivering that line because Nintendo always had like a family-friendly persona about them.
Absolutely.
And to bust out with that as your first appearance on behalf of this company, pretty bold.
Talking about butts.
But we still, how many years later? Almost 20 years later, fondly remember that moment. And we'll always remember him saying that, walking out on stage
Reggie,
and saying that.
come join us on the show, please.
That's hilarious.
Please. We know you live in Washington. We live in Washington. Let's make this work. You can meet Rocky. He's outside right now.
He's busy, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Rocky or Reggie?
He just retired. He's
Reggie's
not
doing anything. He's just talking about video games, Vigi games.
It's cool that he is still talking about video games.
Yeah.
You would think after 20 years in the industry, he might just want to not have anything to do with it for a while.
Maybe it's because, guess what, Brittin? I'm sure he enjoys video games.
He always said that, and a lot of corporate executives say they're actually interested in the product that they're selling, but sometimes it's not true.
That's true.
He always did come across as very genuine.
He seemed like one of those people who like to bust out his DS and catch a few Pokemon here and there.
He said he did, and maybe you're right. DS, come on.
He liked to play Smash, I know that much.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's true. So where are we at on time, Scott? I have one more little piece of news.
We got 9 minutes.
Okay. Cool. Let's run through this.
Hit me as with the
and then you can give us
your best shot.
You can give us the trivia that you brought this week, and then we'll wrap things up. I'm hoping.
Okay.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, of course.
This is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So Nintendo filed a patent recently. Mm-hmm. These things happen. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it means things. Sometimes it doesn't. This one looks like a pretty clear and obvious indicator that something's going down. So they filed a patent for what they're calling a wireless game device.
Yeah.
And it looks like a Super Nintendo controller.
Okay.
So the drawing is essentially the exact shape and layout of a Super Nintendo controller. And it shares similar patent language to the NES controller that came out for Switch when they rolled out the NES Classics on the Switch online service. Mm-hmm. So based on that and the way it looks, and also the fact that it has the picture has the little rail on top of it that allows it to slide onto the side of the Switch for charging, it's almost 100% conclusion here at this point that it is a Super Nintendo for virtual console style gaming on Switch that you can slide onto the side of your Switch and charge that way. So what's the obvious takeaway?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
I mean, it looks like Super Nintendo games very shortly will be coming to the Nintendo Online service.
Oh. Okay.
So when you and Zach sit there and complain about the $20 a year it costs to subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online,
and which I do a lot,
and wonder what am I getting for my money? This seems like such a ripoff.
Nothing. Nothing.
Does adding Super Nintendo games to that proposition change anything for you?
No, if it's not N64.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously.
If it's not N64, I don't give a crap about it.
I think you need to go and revisit the glory days of Nintendo.
Okay.
We're in some glory days right now.
Yeah.
But prior to this, it was SNES,
N64
man.
was the glory days.
Name.
Go.
Name 10
N64.
amazing N64 games. 10 must-play N64 games. I'll keep count for you. You just start rattling them off.
Mario 64. Wave Race.
Okay.
Diddy Kong Racing. Banjo-Kazooie. Don't at me on that one. Perfect Dark Zero.
What?
What?
For one thing, that was a Xbox 360 game.
No, it wasn't.
Perfect Dark.
Sorry, Perfect
But
Dark.
that game's not good.
Whatever. Fine.
It's way overrated.
Replace it with
I said
replace it
must-play.
with GoldenEye.
GoldenEye's bad, but I understand why you put it on this list.
No,
Go
it's
ahead.
not.
Yep.
Bomberman 64, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap.
Dude, you are really stretching here.
No, I'm not.
And you didn't even say Ocarina of Time yet.
I haven't even gotten there. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
All right, we're at 10, but you're playing fast and loose with the term must play.
These are must plays.
Wow. I mean, it's all a matter of taste, I guess.
Maybe not Bomberman, but like
Pokemon Snap, really?
Absolutely.
Really?
Pokemon
it's
Snap's
like a
an
5-minute game.
Pokemon Snap is an amazing game. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Because here's the thing about the Nintendo 64 is they didn't have to rely on having great story. It was all about fun games, which in retrospect, isn't that the point?
Well, that was even more true of the prior consoles.
Yeah. I'm not saying that the SNES isn't good.
Yeah.
It had great games in it. It had fun games.
Let's approach this another way.
Okay.
Have you played through A Link to the Past?
Yes.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what was that like for you?
It's okay.
Really?
I'm not really about the top downs.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Did you play Super Mario World?
Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
It was okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wow.
Yeah.
You don't like side scrollers and top downs or
Not
what?
really.
Really? Is that it? It's got to be 3D or bust?
No, I don't want to say it's 3D or bust. I just have very specific taste.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to diverge on this because there's no way we could come to common ground.
Give me 10 SNES games.
If I say, did you play A Link to the Past, and you say, it was all right, I don't think there's any way we could ever come to common ground on how we feel about Super Nintendo. No. There's just no way. And I'm fine with that.
Super Mario,
we don't have to fight about it.
Was it Mario RPG was great.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Mario RPG was a lot of fun. That's probably one of my favorites.
Oh, you didn't say Paper Mario either when we were talking about N64.
Oh, that's true.
100% on that list.
Yeah, Paper Mario is also on that list too. See, look, there you go, right there.
I know.
Like, I'm trying to think of SNES games like
It's hard when you're on the spot.
But like, think about like N64 games. I can come up with 10 on the spot.
I know. And for me, I can name more SNES games than I could N64 games.
Maybe 10.
So, okay, Super Mario World.
Okay.
A Link to the Past. Final Fantasy 3/6, depending on where you're at. Chrono Trigger.
Okay, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
That's all I got.
Are you serious?
I need a piece of paper. I need time to
come back next week.
So now I feel bad for putting you on the spot because it is hard when you're on the spot with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you did good.
You're welcome.
I could stretch and put some fluff on there, but I would want that list to be like the best of the best, which it should be.
I didn't even say Banjo-Tooie.
Well, why would you? It's a terrible game.
Okay. Well, hey, do you want to know what the question is for the day?
Yeah.
So we were talking about Reggie.
Holy smokes.
And we were talking a little bit about, where he started and the first time he came out.
Yeah.
And you were talking about him coming out on stage for the first time. Which event and what year was it?
Oh man. I think it was E3 2003.
Okay.
That was right before the DS was unveiled, I think. I'm trying to remember what he had on stage with him when he came out that year. Because he usually has something in his giant pockets. You know what I mean?
Well, I know exactly what it is.
I don't know if he did that year or not, but I'm sticking with that. 2003
Okay.
E3.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right.
We'll find out next week.
Cool. That's fun.
Well, hey, guys.
Thank
you so much for hanging out to listen to me and Brittin blabble on about
trying to stretch it out for an hour again without Zach.
Talking about EverQuest and Spelunky and how many worlds it has.
Hey, sometimes it's fun to get completely
fat air quotes.
Get completely off topic.
Yeah.
From what we're talking about and just banter about things.
Absolutely. Isn't that the point of the show?
Sometimes. We get away from that sometimes, though, so it's cool to bring it back from time to time.
I like just going off on tangents.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't forget to check us out on the social medias. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, iTunes, Twitch.
Are we on
Instagram.
Twitch? Or
Yeah,
not?
we're on Twitch. We don't really.
Do we host you sometimes?
Yeah,
or?
you do.
Okay,
You host me
perfect.
every time.
Yes.
Yay!
Cool. That's perfect.
But Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and iTunes are the big one. And you can look us up right at Video Game Pharmacy.
Yep.
And then, of course, thank you to NWCZ Radio for letting us use you guys' studio.
Thanks, guys.
We love your face.
We do.
And of course, Zach will be here next week.
That's the plan.
Potentially.
Hey, Gamescom is this coming Monday.
Yeah.
So we should have a lot to talk about next week on the show.
I'll have something to talk about too.
Okay,
because
what?
the international's going on right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a busy show next week.
The grand finals isn't until the weekend. But
Okay.
we can talk a little bit about it coming up.
Sounds good.
Anyway, we will
right.
see you guys next time on another episode of VGRx. From Brittin.
See you guys.
From me.
Go on.
And we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Later.
The pharmacy is now closed.